social science teacher. Today we are going to study class 5 topic, the imaginary lines. Can you see these lines in this diagram? These lines are called as the imaginary lines. It is called so because these lines are not real but are drawn artificially on the globe to study the earth properly. The imaginary lines. There are two types of imaginary lines, latitudes and longitudes. First we are going to study about the latitudes lines. Latitudes. Latitudes are the imaginary lines that runs from east to west. There are 181 lines in total, out of which there are 5 important lines of latitudes. The first important line of latitude is equator, that is denoted by 0 degree, which divides the earth into northern hemisphere, that is above the equator, and southern hemisphere, that is below the equator. The second important line of latitude is Tropic of Cancer, which is denoted as 23.5 degree north, and the interesting fact about Tropic of Cancer is it passes through India. India lies on the line of Tropic of Cancer. The third important line of is Tropic of Capricorn, which is denoted as 23.5 degrees south, as it is in the southern hemisphere, and Tropic of Cancer is denoted as north because it is in the northern hemisphere. The fourth important line of latitude is Arctic Circle, which denoted as 66.5 degree north. It is said to be a circle because all the latitude lines are a complete circle around the globe. That's why it is denoted as circle, Arctic Circle, which is denoted with 66.5 degree north. The last important line of latitude is Antarctic Circle, which is at 66.5 degree south, as it is in the southern hemisphere. One more interesting fact about the lines of latitudes are these lines are not equal. As it moves towards the pole, that is North Pole and South Pole, the lines of latitudes goes on becoming smaller and smaller. As you can see, the longest line of latitude is equator, 0 degree, and as it moves towards the pole, like Tropic of Cancer is smaller than equator, and Arctic Circle is more small, same as the southern hemisphere. Tropic of Capricorn line is smaller than the equator, and more smaller is the Antarctic Circle. These lines of latitudes are also known as the parallel lines, as these lines never intersect each other. There are 90 lines in northern hemisphere and 90 lines in southern hemisphere, and one line is of equator. So there are 181 lines in total. From 0 degree to 90 degree North Pole there are 90 lines. From 0 degree to 90 degree South Pole there are 90 lines, and one line is of equator. So 90 plus 90, 180, and one line of equator. So in total there are 181 lines of latitudes. Let's revise again about latitudes. Latitudes are imaginary line that runs from east to west. There are total of 181 lines in the latitudes, out of which 5 important lines of latitudes are equator, Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, Arctic Circle, and Antarctic Circle. And the degrees are equator 0 degree, Tropic of Cancer 23.5 degree north, Tropic of Capricorn 23.5 degrees south, Antarctic Circle 66.5 degree north, and Antarctic Circle 66.5 degree south. Arctic Circle 66.5 degree north and Antarctic Circle 66.5 degree south. These lines are also called as parallel lines. As I have told you earlier that these are complete circle, they never intersect with the other line. That's why these lines are called as the parallel lines. There are 90 lines in the northern hemisphere above the equator and 90 lines in the southern hemisphere below the equator, and one line is of equator. So this was all about latitudes. So dear children, go through this video properly and try to learn all the points which I have told you in this video about latitudes, so that you can solve the worksheet which I will be giving based on this video. In the next video I am going to explain you about longitudes as well. Thank you.